Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about pointers. So, what is pointers? It is a derived data type in C. It is built from one of the fundamental data types available in C. So, it contains memory addresses as their values. So, since these memory addresses are locations in the computer memory where program instructions and data are stored, pointers can be used to access and manipulate data stored in the memory. So it has added power and flexibility to the language. Although they appear little confusing and difficult to understand from a beginner, but they are a powerful tool and handy to use once they are mastered. So here pointers are used frequently in C as they offer a number of benefits to the programmers. So what are the benefits involved in these pointers? Means it is more efficient in handling arrays and data tables. Then it can be used to return multiple values. It can used to return multiple values from a function by using function arguments through function arguments. Then pointers permit references to functions and thereby facilitating passing of functions as arguments to other functions also. So here the use of pointer array to character strings results in saving the data storage in space and also in memory. Here pointers allow C to support dynamic memory management. So, pointers provide an efficient tool for manipulating dynamic data structures such as structures, linked list, queues, stacks, and trees. Also, pointer reduces the length complexity of a program. They increase the execution speed so that they result to reduce the program at the execution time. So here is the example for understanding the pointers. Here computer memory is a sequential collection of storage cells. So here memory cells addresses has been represented by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So each and every cell is said to be as a byte and it has a number that will be set it as address which has been associated with the cell. Those addresses are numbered consequently, then it has been started as 0. So here the last address has been dependent on the size of the memory, and a computer system having 64K memory will have, here the example shows the last address as 65,535. So whenever we declare a variable, the system allocates somewhere in the memory an appropriate location to hold the value of the variable. Since every byte has unique address, number and location, so it will have its own address number. So here int quantity is equal to 179. The value is 179. Quantity is a variable and 5000 is an address of the pointer. Okay, here the statement instructs the systems to find a location for the integer variable quantity and puts the value of 179 in that location. So here we can assume the system has been chosen from the address location for quantity. So understanding pointers at the execution, during the execution of the program, the system always associates with the name quantity with the address of 5000. Okay, so it is similar to having a house number as well as a house name. So you have to access the value by 179 by either the name quantity or the address. Okay, so since memory addresses are simply numbers, they can be accessed to some variables that can be stored in memory like any other variables. So search variables that hold memory addresses are called pointer variables. Here a pointer variable is therefore nothing but a variable which contains an address, then location of an another variable memory. So since pointer is a variable, but the value is also stored in memory in another location. Suppose we assign the address of quantity to a variable p. So the link between the variable p and the quantity has been visualized by the diagram. So here it has been visualized here. 5048 is the address of pointer here. So 5000 variable quantity is p and the value is 179. The address of the value is 5000 Here the value is 5000 and the address is 5048. So pointers. Pointers has been three concepts. Okay. So the memory addresses within the computer also represents pointer constants, and we cannot change them. We can only use to store the data values, and it cannot save the value of the memory address directly, and it cannot obtain the value through the variable stored the address operator. The value has been set it as pointer value, and the address of a variable can be changed from one run to another run of a program. So once we have a pointer value, it has been stored into the another variable. That variable contains a pointer value called pointer variable. Next, accessing a address of a variable. So here the actual location of a variable is the memory, which will be dependent the system, so that memory has not known immediately. So for example, the statement p equal to and quantity. So we can address the 5000 means the location of the quantity, the variable p. The operator has been remembered as address of. Here the address of operator has been used with the simple variable or an array element. Okay, so you're pointing at constant, pointing at array names, pointing at expressions. We use different address operators. Thank you.